Oh, this will be a great wrestling podcast, and you can believe in that.
I knew he was going to do it. I knew.
This is OT3.
What is going on, everybody? We are back tonight with OT3. It feels great to be back. Of course, I am your co-host, Anthony. And as usual, we have our awesome producer and co-host, Paul. Paul, how are we doing tonight?
There he is.
Good. You can actually see me now. How about that?
I think,
right.
Paul, I know you've been on I think this might be your debut, though, on actually on the screen with us. I know you've made appearances here and there, but this is the first time I think that they actually get to see you right at the beginning of the show, and we're happy to have you on.
Yeah, it's cool. I wanted to test it out, so it looks all right. I think it looks okay with the little orange stuff around here
I like it.
and stuff. Anyway, yes, happy to be here.
And, of course, I have my other co-host, Matt. Matt, what's going on tonight?
Hello to all my peeps out there. And as a special treat tonight, for the benefit of those with flash photography, me and Anthony will do a 5-second pose. Ready, guys? You have 5 seconds. Go. Okay, there we go. We're done.
Paul, we should have got you in on that one, Paul. You think you want to jump one?
No, I'm
we could
good,
change real quick.
If you don't know, that's from the legendary tag team Edge and Christian.
Yes, hopefully.
I think that's a segue into our tag team title match.
Yeah, let's talk the Extreme Rules last night. And when you talk about Edge and Christian, you talk about one of the greatest tag teams
You like how I did that, didn't
of all time. Yeah, and let's talk about one of the the tag teams they feuded with, and arguably one of the best tag teams as well of all of time and space, as they would say. But the Hardys defended the Raw tag team titles last night against Sheamus and Cesaro in a steel cage match. The Hardys chose the steel cage stipulation after winning a match on Raw. What's really cool, before I'm going to let you go, because I think you had an issue with it, so I'm going to just kind of say my piece. If you realize, since they came back at WrestleMania, the Hardys haven't lost a match at all. Not in tag team action, but even in singles action. They've been protected pretty well. I know they only had the titles for, about 2 months, I think, since WrestleMania. Yeah, just a little over, I think, like 2 months and a day or two, something like that, just in that area. But they did really well with building them to this point, and they still didn't get pinned or submitted in the match. It was escape rules, which finally they did a steel cage match where they do only escape. I know it was because it was a tag team, but it wasn't pinfall, it wasn't submission.
They said this is unique rules. No, it's not.
This
used to be always the rule you had to escape. How is this a unique rule? Like, this is stupid. I
was happy that they finally, but that's how it should be. Like you said, they should.
They've always done this.
Yeah, exactly. It should have been, in the steel cage, and you have to escape. That was how it always was.
Your headset shut off.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with this thing.
I didn't know that once you escaped, though, and you came back in, it doesn't count anymore. When the hell was that a rule?
Yeah, that was like, oh, so they're not going to say that Jeff's out of the match again? I'm like, you could always go back in, though. You were always allowed to go back in the cage. That was your decision. But he had no choice, Matt. I called that was going to go down like that. The heels were going, Sheamus and Cesaro. Jeff was going to get out, and then Matt was going to, they were going to just do, 2-on-1 against Matt until they could finally get out. And then my biggest issue was Jeff goes for the Whisper in the Wind off top of the cage.
You knew it was coming.
Right, which was awesome. A great spot. The guy hasn't lost a step, since his younger days when he was making those same moves.
I was like, what is he doing?
But how is he still down when Sheamus and Cesaro are both able to climb, and they were the ones that got hit with the Whisper in the Wind?
I want to know why, since Matt hit the floor, they didn't just win the match, because technically Jeff already escaped. I didn't know if you come back in, you can't do that.
You enter yourself back in the match.
That's stupid. And I swear to God, I read something online. Oh, they're going to build up for the split. I swear that all that is mighty, if I have another Hardy versus Hardy feud, I'm going to be pissed. I did not want them to be brought back.
Even if that means broken, Matt?
Well, I think this is going to play into it, because Matt will probably be like, you gave in to your demons again. This needs to stop.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they split somewhere down the road, they'll be brought back together. They may do the broken storyline, which I don't know if you can overuse it. Maybe this sets up for Bray Wyatt, maybe eventually down the road, but I really don't want another Hardy versus Hardy. I really don't. I'm sure they'll get their rematch at the next pay-per-view. It'll happen.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
I'm upset with the outcome.
Yeah, I
wanted them to have a longer run.
I did too, but I think it kind of adds to now they'll be able to have the two of them. These teams will continue to have matches probably through SummerSlam. I think now possibly.
Here's my problem. You split the Hardys up. Enzo and Cass is rumored to be split. What do you have left? Is that why the Revivals was brought up? I mean, really, what do you have after they split? You've already split Golden Truth up as well, so you have Cesaro, Sheamus, you have the Club, Revival. I mean, who am I missing? I mean, what do you have now?
No,
DIY. That possibility of coming up is gone.
They still have Rhino and Slater, who have yet to really been seen on Raw that they got in that Superstar shakeup. So I don't really know what the Raw tag team plan is. Yeah, it's a shame that you get traded off SmackDown and it's like you were the tag team champs over there and they're not even on TV mostly. But we'll have to see how that plays out now. I definitely think that the broken gimmick is going to slowly but surely get put in. Because even Charlie Caruso, when she posted an Instagram picture of her interviewing them, and she said, "I'm in the media that is social lounge with the Hardys." So she's teasing that I think that that's on the way soon for the Hardys. So that'll be cool to see, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Another title. You know what? Before we talk about the title match, let's talk about. Well, it is a title match. I'm sorry, but the match that started the night. Dean Ambrose versus The Miz. And Matt, I'm going to tell you this. I have no issue whatsoever with The Miz winning the title. I think that I've said this. I think The Miz is the best thing on Raw. And I think that him for the Intercontinental Championship does more than anyone's done in the past couple years for it. And the Intercontinental Comeback Tour could not have came at a sooner time. And I'm glad that even though he tried to use the disqualification as the purpose of winning, he still won by pinfall. I'm happy he won. No issue with The Miz winning. I think that was one of the best moments of the night for the pay-per-view.
I'm with you. I have no issue. Dean Ambrose is getting boring to me. I don't know what it is. It's just something about him now that I just don't care about. And if your name's a Lunatic Fringe, why did they make a match that said if you get DQ, you lose? I thought that was stupid planning, by the way, poor. But I'm happy The Miz won. Really not much else to say about the match. I'm happy. Miz is the best thing on TV right now. I'm glad he still does the Daniel Bryan stuff. So, yeah, leave it as that. Thank God Dean Ambrose's reign is done. He finally actually defended the title. So, yeah, I'm happy.
I'm with you. I agree with you 100% about that. I can't say enough.
You just want to round out the title matches and just go to the worst match of the night?
You want to go? Yeah. Well, we have what do we have left? Let's talk, before we get there, let's talk about, we'll talk about that last.
The mixed tag?
The mixed tag. You had.
I'm sorry, this was my bathroom break, I'll be honest.
I had no issue with this match. The way it was, Rich Swann was in his hometown. He gets the win. Sasha.
Who's now being relegated now to mixed tag.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going to happen next. The women's title picture. Let's just segue. I really don't have much to say about that. Congrats to Rich Swann, and I wasn't a fan of this match. I thought it was just put together just to give everyone
wasn't a fan of the women's match.
However, I did like that they finally showcased more cruiserweights on the main card of a pay-per-view as opposed to it just being the two that are in the title match. So that was kind of cool. But let's talk now about the women's division and talk about the Raw women's title match. Alexa Bliss wins again, as I think many people expected. I just really wasn't too fond of the match as a whole, man. I really think that they didn't use the kendo stick on a pole to the fullest that it could have, and I think that this match would have been much better in maybe a tables match or a ladder match. But I just don't think that
Bayley's getting booed. What the hell's going on?
And the cool thing I did like is she's supposed to be like she's a face. She's supposed to be that she can't, and she hesitated, and that's what caused her the match. So I like how they did the storytelling there. But as a whole, I really wasn't a fan of the match. Alexa Bliss winning, I think, was the best decision. But I think moving forward, I'm wondering who's going to be next in the title picture, and I wonder if Sasha does maybe get back into the title picture now that Bayley is probably done. So, let's talk about the cruiserweights, man. The submission match. I was impressed. You didn't like it?
Oh no, I was impressed. I just wish I'm an Austin Aries guy.
I'm huge I'm a huge fan of Neville. Huge fan. I think that he's the king of the cruiserweights, man. He says it, and he's right. He proves it every night. And him winning that match, the way that he hit him with that red arrow, you could hear it when he put his knees into his back. And
I don't know if it was miscalculated or what.
But they finally what did they get? Like 20 to 30 minutes? It seemed like a while,
finally
man.
got what they got.
Finally got what they deserved, and it was
and
the
that
match.
dive that Aris took, man. I know,
God, dude.
Real quick, I know it's all like, hey, you're gonna do this spot. I'm pretty sure in the back when they're like, hey, you're just gonna miss this and hit the ground, he's probably like, I hate myself right now. I would have said the same thing. If they would have told me, hey, you're gonna dive through the rope and completely miss, I'd have been like, go F yourself.
It's crazy. It really
go
is.
F yourself. I'm not diving through that.
But
I think
it was the best match of the night. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm there with you.
I agree with you 100%.
Oh, Paul's gonna say something. There he is. He popped up. There he is.
Oh,
he's down there, people.
Test. All right. So I'm wondering, is that like, are those new guys? The Arius and whoever they just.
Austin Aries is not a new guy. He's been around WWE, I think, coming up almost a year now. But he was in TNA long before this.
Okay.
And that's where he got his name. Made his mark was TNA. Same as Bobby is Rude, Samoa Joe. Mm-hmm. I guess you could say AJ too. Yeah.
So they got their shot, so to speak. Is that what it is?
They went somewhere else, showed that they could do it. WWE looked over and they're like, you know what? We can make money off these guys. We'll bring them in. That's what WWE's doing right now, bringing all these TNA guys. They're looking at them, seeing all the money, all the market they can get, bringing over TNA guys, and they're taking the fans.
Right.
Yeah.
I can tell you probably countless people probably stopped watching TNA once they saw Joe and AJ was over in WWE. Especially if NXT being down in Orlando as well.
No, I agree. 100%.
Yeah, NXT's in Orlando. Yeah,
NXT. You were right. NXT's here. Yeah. I forgot to mention it too. I just don't understand. Kalisto and Apollo Crews got announced for the pre-show last second.
Oh,
and
dude,
Apollo Crews lost.
I completely missed that.
I missed the match too, but because I didn't even get the update like that the match was going to take place because it got.
Apparently,
like,
Titus O'Neil interview. I don't know.
I don't understand what's going on with that. Apollo Crews, I think, is one of the most gifted guys on the roster,
they
and I feel like
on
they
SmackDown.
He could have been in, you know what I mean? He could have been in these title pictures on SmackDown by now. He got that one match last year at SummerSlam against Miz for the Intercontinental title, and now it's like, okay, yeah, I don't understand. I think that he could be really.
I thought he would have been like a Triple H guy, someone that, the physique and everything.
And they brought him up so quick. I thought for sure he was getting fast tracked to
I thought he was next Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
that's not.
Are we missing anything? I feel like we're missing besides. Go ahead. Sorry.
And his finisher was awesome.
That power bomb?
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, we're really not missing anything.
Are we missing it's the final match? I feel like we were missing a match. We talked about 5 matches already?
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about what about Elias Sampson coming out and doing his little
awesome.
concert there?
I loved it. It was great.
Oh, no. Don't tell me you're a Sampson fan like that.
I am. I think he has a cool character.
All right. Well, I don't want to talk about that anymore because I'm not a huge fan of him.
Matt's in good spirits this week, I think. He actually liked a lot of the matches. Sometimes
I know,
Matt gets a little angry because they don't entertain him as much, but he's I think he liked this last one.
I think this last match was amazing, especially hate to say I know it happened against my guy, but the kick that Finn gave Roman. Oh my God! I know I wasn't on with you guys, but I'm pretty sure you all went crazy in the chat when that happened.
Oh yeah, no, there was some great spots. Like he really blurred the line on if he actually hit him or not. Man, that was some sell he did.
Because you could see Roman was just like literally was feeling himself in the face for like a good minute. Like, did I really just get kicked? And then the spear. Good Lord. And of course the Spanish announce table wouldn't be a pay-per-view without that thing getting destroyed. Now would it?
Does it get destroyed every single match?
90% if it's pay-per-view, man. 90% of the time.
But the overall match itself, these guys, all of them got to showcase what they're all about. The Joe, Bray Wyatt team up for a little bit until, Bray's the master manipulators. We all know it. I mean, they were just countless, just taking everyone apart one by one. Roman came in, he got to make Roman strong, right?
That's your boy. You were probably upset when he lost, weren't you?
Actually, I was a little more upset that Finn lost.
Were you surprised Samoa Joe won?
Yes and no. Yes, because I thought...
Because I wasn't. I called it.
I said yes and no. No, yes, because I thought the build-up for Finn was a lot better. No, because I feel like if you look at everyone in that ring, I know Roman's gone toe-to-toe with him. Joe seems like the most vicious guy that can take on Brock Lesnar, and he did say after the match he'll go to a deep, dark place. People don't realize in TNA... He went to a dark place before. He had the tattoos on the face. He was walking around with a damn machete at one point. He was a badass at TNA at one point. He was that deep character, and I would love for them to exploit that. And
the Samoan submission machine, man, he was awesome. And what was it? It was called the something of.
This is what I'm scared of. If they do a squash match, I am done.
If Samoa Joe loses in less than 5 minutes, I won't watch that. I'll be done with it.
I'm done with the Universal title. First off, hey, Brock Lesnar, where have you been at, buddy? You know, your 30-day rule's up. You should drop the title.
You jinxed it, Paul. See, he was all happy, and then he had to start talking about Brock Lesnar again. It gets him all upset.
It's just annoying, man. It's been 3 damn months. Like, really?
Why don't you go tell Brock? You go find Brock Lesnar. You tell him go defend the title.
I'll tell him straight to his face. Screw him. All you do is kick him in the stomach because he can't take it anymore.
Oh man, you can't do that to the point. You wouldn't even get that close to him.
I'll throw something at him.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
It's like a baseball bat with me. But seriously though, I mean it's been 3 months. Like, I mean, how can you call that the premier title on Raw when we haven't seen? I mean, to be honest, right now the premier title on Raw is probably the tag team titles because it's been defended the most.
Yeah.
The Continental title wasn't defended that often. The women's title, you could say, but it's the women's title. Ooh, I might get in trouble for that. But still, I mean, shit, even the cruiserweight's is a more premier title on Raw. The fact that you have your World Heavyweight Universal Championship not defended in 3 months shows that it doesn't mean anything on that brand. Sorry, it doesn't.
No, I agree, but I'm very much.
WrestleMania, we had to wait 2 months for a title to be defended. It's stupid.
Yeah, well, I'm very much looking forward to Joe and Lesnar at the next pay-per-view.
Won't happen, but I hope it happens.
We'll see what happens. What is that? I think that's the first week of July, so we still got about a month till that show. Not even a full month.
But it looked like a little penis.
I know, that's crazy. It's like, come on, man. Like the pay-per-view is already terrible, and it's like now you got a terrible.
3 balls of fire, and then when you look at the graphic, it literally shows 2 balls, and it looks like a penis is coming from it. And
terrible graphic. I don't know if they didn't realize that when they were drawing it up or what, but.
That's stupid.
All right, so
the preview for them to actually play Great Balls of Fire, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is retarded.
But
so
overall,
overall,
what'd you think of the pay-per-view?
I'll give it 3.5 out of 5. Actually, you know what? 4 out of 5.
It was good. I liked it. I think that the cruiserweight match really helped. The final match was good.
Bailey's match.
Yeah, so, I wouldn't. I go 3.5 out of 5 as well, but I wouldn't give it a 4. Obviously, now in 2 weeks, we already know now we have the SmackDown pay-per-view.
What match of the night was?
Oh, match! I can't hear you. You're like cutting in and out when you're talking. Match of the night? Neville and Aries. It's not even. I feel like it's
star of the night.
Mr. Neville.
Really?
Yeah, I think he did awesome again. I think that guy continues to showcase that he is a top talent and he needs to be used more often. And I think that's why he still has a title.
Yeah, I think we both agree on that. So what are you about to say? We have a pay-per-view in 2 weeks.
Did you say you like Neville? Even though Aries lost? Are you sure?
You can't hate the guy for what he did in that match.
Real recognizes real, my friend. And he's got some talent, man. He's a true... that's fair. But 2 weeks, yeah. Not even 2 weeks. We got Money in the Bank already. SmackDown hasn't had a pay-per-view in a while, though, right?
Last month.
Oh, I don't remember that one. So maybe it's been a while since they've had a pay-per-view.
You were bitter about that one.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about let's preview Raw tonight. They said opening Raw tonight is Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns in the opening the opening match of Raw. So that'll be good to start. Maybe we'll find out more about this alleged attacker on Enzo, even though I'm pretty sure it's Big Cass. That's going to end up being the guy that's doing it. I do like, though, that they have they did that little thing where you see the Revival walking off. I think that was cool how they kind of did that to kind of like maybe try and throw you off. Goldust and R-Truth will continue their feud. We'll see where that match finally, if that culminates maybe at the next pay-per-view. The women's title, like I said, is kind of, we don't know where it's going to go next. Alexa Bliss, Bayley lost her title rematch.
And by the way, good job, WWE. Good job turning someone who was the biggest babyface on the NXT roster into one of the most, boring characters on the main roster. Good job. Good job with that, by the way. Good job. You can't agree with that?
You talked too soon, Paul. I told you.
You don't agree with that?
No, I think to an extent they kind of made it stale. I think a lot of people aren't a fan anymore. I agree with you on that. But what else is going to go down on? Oh, what the Hardys are going to do? Maybe they get their rematch tonight, or if they're going to wait, and then what's next for the fourth? Yeah, possibly. We'll see. So a lot to look forward to on Raw tonight from the post Extreme Rules Raw.
I'd like to preview something that's happening after SmackDown. After you do SmackDown, I want to preview something that's happening in 5 days.
On the SmackDown side, let's talk about the tag titles. I think Breezango is probably the best thing on SmackDown right now. I know you might not agree with me on that, but I think they've been doing great things. Obviously, we know the New Day returned last week, and they will face the Usos at Money in the Bank for the tag titles. So I guess you just show up and you get title matches already. So that's always cool. Who else do we got, Matt? The women first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match will take place, which is cool. But Naomi has no match, so I guess the title's not going to be defended. So we'll have to see how that pans out.
Where is Rusev?
Yeah, I heard that Rusev was supposed to face Orton at Money in the Bank, but after Jinder won the title at Backlash, it changed all the plans, and now they're trying to figure out how to bring Rusev into the mix. So I don't know why they don't just add Rusev into the ladder match itself, maybe. But I'll be honest with you, that Money in the Bank ladder match, that's the one that the guys won. I think that might be the best field that I've ever seen for a Money in the Bank ladder match. Like I don't know, it might just be me, but that AJ, Nakamura, Zayn, Owens, Corbin, and Dolph, I think that match is going to steal the show, man. I think it's going to be an awesome match between the 6 of those guys, and I can't wait for that match on the 18th between those 6 guys for the chance at the Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't know about you. What do you think about that?
Oh, no, I think it'll be the best one ever.
Yeah, I think it's got a chance to on paper right now, so definitely looking forward to that match. What else are we missing on SmackDown? Was there anything? United States, obviously the United States title won't be defended since Owens will be in the match unless they make him pull 2 matches in the same night, which they have done before, so you never know. But I doubt they'll do that. And, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for SmackDown. I'll let you say what you want to say real quick. You said in 5 days.
5 days, we have the rematch of the match of the year. It'll be Kenny Omega versus Okada. Okada, did I say his name right?
Okada. Yeah, you're right. Okada.
And the G1 special in the USA, Kenny Omega is going to win this match. It's in the USA.
Right now?
It's in the USA. There's no way this guy loses. This guy, here's the problem, is that everyone's so fixated on USA. This guy's the hottest thing in wrestling, I think, since his Wrestling Kingdom. The whole Bullet Club, he's the hottest thing right now in wrestling, the way they turned on Adam Cole. I think he wins this match. He wins the New Japan World Heavyweight title. I think his time is now.
Also,
this guy deserves it. Go ahead.
Speaking of the Bullet Club, their shirts are now going to be sold in Hot Topic. I don't know if you saw that, but they sold. They got an agreement now in Hot Topic here. You know,
they were just on Pro Wrestling Tees. Shirt.
So it was actually a really cool story. I don't know if you saw that, but I guess Hot Topic reached out to WWE about the Bullet Club shirts, and they were like, "Hey, we want to sell these at the store," and they were like, "You're actually going to look for these guys," and they sent them in the right direction because they originally went to WWE to find them.
Oh, they didn't know who was which.
They didn't know. Like they
and
weren't.
WWE actually said,
WWE
"Hey,
referred them like, hey, you guys need to go here to talk to them."
Well, you also got to think WWE has a really good relation with New Japan because whenever like AJ or all of them talk, they say, "Hey, they were in New Japan." They have a good relation.
Yeah, so I think that was really cool that they did that. So, but I'm definitely looking forward to those that match, and I'm looking. The Bullet Club as a whole is awesome.
Speaking of the American Nightmare. Was he in the preview for Grit with John Cena? I swear I saw him in the
Someone else said that too, and I was like, and I thought so too, but it's not him. I don't think it's him. No,
it looks just like him. I was
like, it did
what?
Look just like him though. It did. No, I agree. I had to do a double take.
But I actually did rewind it. I actually hit on the WWE app. I was like, wait a minute, let me look at this again. But I got Omega winning. I hope he does win. I think this guy deserves a title run. The things he does now. I mean, you still haven't watched the first one. Bless your heart. You need to go watch it.
Every time I try to, man, something comes up. But I'll definitely watch it. I will definitely watch it.
All right, I think that's going to do it today.
Yeah, Jamar, we will, since the show we were kind of we had to wrap it up pretty early tonight, we will get to your question. He asked which wrestler has the best finishing move. That's actually something that Matt and I had talked about. We're going to probably do our own top 5 in the next couple of weeks. We'll plan it out. Maybe next week we'll do a little segment before we talk about Money in the Bank preview. But we will definitely talk about that some more next week. And we'll get more in-depth to SmackDown as a whole. Next week will probably just really be about SmackDown, Money in the Bank, and then possibly which wrestler has the best finishing move will be the segment we do for next week's show. So definitely check that out next week. So I didn't want you to think we forgot about your question. But Paul, I'm going to hand it over to you. I think that just about does it for us right now.
All right, cool, man. Thanks. So it was a quick show.
Let's see you.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
Gotta show yourself. You're gonna talk.
Oh, okay, hold on.
It's like the little man in the
Thought
corner.
here. Jeez. All right, there we go.
Like our little hornswoggle down there.
Thanks for watching. If you're on Facebook, go jump over to the YouTube channel. It's YouTube/Off the Top Turnbuckle, and hit the subscribe button. Give us a like if you like what you're seeing. Give us a comment. You can follow us on Facebook. On Twitter, it's at OT3 Podcast 1. We'd love to hear from you. I know the fellas would love to hear from you too, to give you a shout out on the air. And emails ot3podcast@gmail.com. And again, if you like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, then you won't miss any of the content that these guys are putting out. So it's good stuff. That's it.
All right. Well, like Paul said, subscribe to us. Go over to YouTube, please. Subscribe on there. Like our videos if you can. Comment. Give us feedback. We love the feedback. Follow each of us on Twitter if you'd like as well. We both have Twitters that you can write us to, as well as the OT3 Twitter that you can write to us at. So if you have any questions or want to maybe bring up something that we could talk about in the next episode, we would love to. Jamar, thanks very much again for conversing with us again tonight. We really appreciate, and we love when we can get to talk to people during the episode. And Thursday night,
we have a big announcement.
Okay, Shipes, I will not be there, unfortunately, but you'll be in great hands as usual, because you got Paul, Matt, and Chris that will be there on Thursday for Shipes Sports Talk. So check that out Thursday night. There'll be a big announcement, like Matt said. I won't say too much more, but definitely tune in Thursday for that. And Paul, Wednesday, do we Crazy Talk this week?
Yeah, that's right, actually. So Crazy Talk, Crazy with the K. I'm going to be messing around with possibly doing a live stream on Facebook for the audio only. So we'll see how that goes.
Want that.
Awesome.
But you could always find the podcast at www.crazytalk.com. It's Crazy with the K. So
and what's your problem with potato salad? I just saw one of your episode titles.
Hey, I'm good with potato salad. You can bring potato salad over anytime.
I'm about to go take a look at this.
Well, from myself, Matt, and Paul, we hope you guys enjoy Raw, enjoy your week, and we will see you next week for OT3 on Monday night. And like Paul said, check them out Wednesday, and then Thursday night, check out the Shy Sports Talk. Otherwise, the three of us will be back with you next Monday. Thanks again for watching. Have a great night, everybody.
See ya. I love you.